Hi everyone, welcome to the session on Basics of Prompt Engineering. By prompt engineering, I mean to refer the process of formulating specific instructions or questions in a way that can be understood and processed by machines, particularly in the context of artificial intelligence and natural language processing, that is NLP. So let's get quickly started. By end of this video, you will be able to understand what is a prompt, what exactly is prompt engineering, the key components of prompt engineering, what are the techniques of prompt engineering and the best practices. Also, you will know what are the common mistakes you should avoid while doing this prompt engineering. So let us begin with first understanding what is prompt. Prompt is a starting point or stimulus given to the language model to generate a response. In the context of ChatGPT, a prompt is a piece of text that is used to initiate a conversation with the language model. It can be a question, statement, or any text input that is given to the model to initiate a conversation or generate a specific type of output. For example, if you were to ask the prompt, what is the capital of France? The ChatGPT model would generate a response with the answer Paris or some additional information related to the topics of the capital of France. Prompts can be simple or complex. It can range from factual questions to open-ended prompts that encourage the language model to generate creative and imaginative responses. The quality and specificity of the prompt can greatly influence the quality and relevance of the responses generated. A well-crafted prompt that is specific and clear can help the model generate a more accurate and relevant response, while a vague or ambiguous prompt may lead to less coherent or less relevant output. Overall, if we say, prompts are the key components of using ChatGPT effectively and can help you get the most out of this powerful language model. So, where can the prompts be used? It can be used in a variety of applications like chatbots, virtual assistants, and text generating tools. They can be used to initiate a conversation with the user, answer the questions, generate creative writing prompts, and many more. Now let's quickly go to the next slide and see what is prompt engineering. Prompt engineering in ChatGPT refers to the process of designing, creating, and optimizing prompts to achieve specific goals, such as generating high quality and relevant responses from the language model. It involves identifying the right prompts and input formats that will elicit the desired response from the model and optimize those prompts based on the quality and relevance of the output. Effective prompt engineering can greatly improve the performance and accuracy of ChatGPT. By crafting prompts that are specific and relevant to the desired output, users can get more accurate and useful responses from the model. So next, let us see some of the key components of prompt engineering. So here you can see there are several key components involved in the prompt engineering. Let us start with the first one, which is prompt design. This involves crafting prompts that are clear, concise, and relevant to the desired output. So the prompt should be specific enough to elicit the desired response while also allowing for some degree of flexibility and creativity in the output. Next is the prompt selection, which means choosing the right prompt and input formats that are most likely to bring the desired response from the model. It can involve experimenting with different prompts and input formats to see which one generates the most accurate and relevant output. Further, we have prompt optimization, which involves refining and optimizing prompts based on the quality and relevance of the output, which can involve tweaking the wording of the prompt, adjusting the input format, or incorporating additional context or information to improve the quality of the response. And lastly, we have the evaluation, which involves measuring the quality and relevance of the output generated by the model in response to different prompts, which can help identify prompts and input formats which are most effective in bringing out the high quality responses from the model. Now let us discuss some of the major prompt engineering techniques. So to begin with, we have text pre-processing, which involves cleaning and standardizing the input text to ensure that it is consistent and free from errors. This can include tasks such as removing punctuation, correcting the spelling errors, and normalizing the text. The next one is contextualization. Adding additional context to the prompt can help the model better understand the desired output, which includes providing background information, specifying the intended audience, or including relevant examples. Next, we have prompt expansion, which involves generating a larger set of prompts from a smaller set of initial prompts by using various techniques such as rephrasing, synonym replacement, or adding additional keywords. And finally, we have prompt modification. Modifying the prompt by adding or removing certain words or phrases can help guide the AI model towards generating more relevant or accurate output. Now let us go to the next one and see what are the best practices involved in prompt engineering. So to begin with, we have the first one as be specific. The prompt should be clear and specific about the desired output. Avoid using vague or ambiguous language that could lead to unpredictable or irrelevant output. The next one is use natural language. Write the prompt in natural language that is easy for the model to understand. Avoid using any jargons, technical terms, or complex syntax that can confuse the model. The next one is provide the context. We have discussed in the previous slide as well. So here, incorporate additional context or background information in the prompt to help the model understand the desired output. The next one is test with the multiple prompts. Experiment with multiple prompts and input formats to see which ones generate the most accurate and the relevant output. Again, the next one is use a variety of prompts. Instead, use a variety of prompts to encourage the model to generate diverse and creative responses. And the next one is to evaluate the output. I think we have already covered in the techniques. So evaluating means to evaluate the quality and relevance of the output generated by the model in response to different prompts. And finally, we have the most important one, the audience. Tailor the prompts to the intended audience or the use cases. This could involve adjusting the tone, language, or the level of complexity of the prompt to match the needs of the user. By following these practices, you will be able to write effective prompts that can generate high quality and relevant outputs from ChatGPT. So now when we have discussed about the best practices, it's time to see the common mistakes which one should avoid while typing a prompt. So the first one is vague or ambiguous language. So avoid using the vague or ambiguous language which could lead to unpredictable or irrelevant output. We have to be more specific and clear. The next mistake is to overfit the model. Overfitting occurs when the model becomes too specialized to a specific prompt or dataset, which can limit its ability to generate diverse and creative responses. So for avoiding this, you should use a variety of prompts and input formats to encourage the model to generate a wide range of responses. And another one is using biased or offensive language. Always be mindful of using biased or offensive language in your prompts. This can result in inappropriate or discriminatory output from the model. Another common mistake is ignoring the context. As we have already discussed in the previous slides, always add background information and provide context to get the desired output. Again, the next one is using too much technical language. Avoid using the excessive technical language or jargons in your prompts, especially if the intended audience is not familiar with the terminologies. and this can make it difficult for the model to understand the desired output and generate the relevant responses. And the final one is failing to evaluate the output. It is important to regularly evaluate the quality and relevance of the output generated by the model in response to different prompts. Now, these were the mistakes which one should avoid while writing an effective prompt. Now, let us go to the just a minute slide where I'll be asking you certain questions. And the first one is, what is the goal of prompt engineering? There are 4 options available. You can hit the pause button and try answering it. And the correct answer is option B, to generate prompts that are tailored to specific contexts and goals. The second question is, which of the following is an example of well-designed prompt? So you can use your knowledge of best practices, common mistakes to avoid, and the techniques to follow while answering this question. And the correct answer is option B, write a story about a character facing a difficult moral decision. So here we have provided the background information, the additional context, as well as the prompt is very specific and clear. And with this, let us now try to recall what we have covered in the video. So we started with what is prompt, then later on we came to know what is prompt engineering. We learnt about the key components of prompt engineering and the prompt engineering techniques. You were also familiarized with the best practices to follow and the common mistakes to avoid while writing an effective prompt. And that's it for this session. Thank you.